Hey guys, how's it going? Hypelast here, again with my free-to-play series. I'm on my free Hypelast account. Since the last video, I went ahead and beat all of the first part of the campaign with all the factions, so that got me a decent amount of gold. It also got me 5 packs, one for each of the levels that I beat with all the factions. And these packs come with wildcards in them, because I'm pretty sure for this one it's base set 1, and for the other ones it's the appropriate pack for whatever series the campaign missions are for. And those all come with wildcards in them. So let's go ahead and open these packs, and actually, let's hop into the store and spend this gold. So I want to spend the gold right now on base set 2, as well as Heart of Nightmares. So I think I'm going to split it, I'm not completely sure yet. Let's buy, I can afford 12 packs. So we'll buy like 5 Heart of Nightmares. Is that 5? Not sure. And then we'll spend the rest on base set 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? No? I don't know. I can't afford that, right? Okay. No. No seals. Alright. I'm not sure how many of each I bought. I bought some number of packs. Alright, cool. I did actually buy 5 and 7. That's what I wanted to buy. So let's crack these first. I'm going to get wildcards from each of these, like I said. Oh, I guess I'm not going to get wildcards from these. That's weird. I thought I got wildcards from them. Anyways, time jump is okay. Wretched Ghoul. Not sure how many of those I started with. Rest of the pack is bad. Ooh, a foil. Another Juggernaut. I think I actually already had 4 of those, so nothing from this pack, I think. Another Centaur, another Succubus. I think I needed the Succubus. That's it. Okay, nothing from this pack. Another foil. I'm not sure if I needed this Firebolt or not. Maybe. I certainly didn't need the Harpy though. So let's open up our Heart of Nightmares now. Still lots of new cards. I might put this in my deck. Ooh, Boneyard and an Arcus Wrath. Alright, so that was a good pack. Boneyard's going to be nice for when we move on to Necropolis. Another Storm Rage Hunter, another NIL. That's unfortunate. I would have preferred a different unique, because I already have this one. Oh well, it's Altar Fuel when we get there. Or not Altar, Pit Fuel when we get there. Okay, these are nice for Inferno, so is the Pit. Another Storm Rage Hunter. This is okay for Necropolis, the Death Lord. That's pretty much it. He's just okay. So let's open up our base set 2. The reason I bought some base set 2 is because even though the starter decks have a decent amount of commons for each of them in it, there's still some key cards that you're missing in the uncommons and rare slots. And you're also missing just a lot of copies of the commons, and so it's a good idea to buy at least a little bit of base set 2 just to flesh out your core collection. There are a lot of different cards in base set 2, and so it's just nice to be able to have some of them, like the cards that are required for a lot of different decks. Another Centaur Archer. This might be our 4th one. We get another Insect Swarm. So like, yeah, these packs just contain solid cards in general for the most part. War Tent, other NIL. Man, this game loves giving us NILs. The War Tent's really good. What is this? Shinye Warrior. Okay, I'm gonna start opening the packs a little bit faster. Okay. Well, looks like we've got some changes to make to our deck. We also have 11 wild cards. I was fairly certain that we got wild cards for those campaign packs. Maybe it's only for the later ones and not for the earlier ones, but I'm not completely sure. Let's open up Cat. I'll take a quick look at the other decks that I used to play the campaign as well. So spells, we can play another Insect Swarm, and I'm going to start cutting these lightning bolts once we get a little bit better of a main deck here. We can play the extra Storm Rage Hunters. We've got Centaur Archers. Cyclops Brawler is pretty good. At this point I want to start paying attention to cards that survive Insect Swarm. So probably just cut Goblin Mentor. What else is starting to look bad? So the Sea Elf Archers aren't as good anymore. Play another one of those. Definitely make an argument for Black Skull Goblin. I might. I'm a big fan of most of the cards in this deck. I'm going to cut the Sea Elf Archers. They're a little bit fragile and they don't survive Insect Swarm, which are basically my main problems with them. Pow Wrecker. He's pretty big, but he requires 6 might, and I don't really want to go up that high. 61, so we get to cut 2 more cards. Probably just 2 lightning bolts for now. How's the deck? Most of us survive Insect Swarm. I think I'm actually going to cut 1 Centaur and put 1 lightning bolt back in. Oh, never mind, we actually have a war tent that we can put in. Awesome. Do we have anything new for events? No? Okay. Oh, actually we have a Rise of the Nethermancer. Let's play that instead of... no, not instead of that. Alright, so we're getting closer to a solid event suite. Basically, this entire deck is just starting to look a little bit more like a real cat deck. Obviously missing the Black Skull Shredders. Still, those would be nice. Flame Tongue Shamans would be... or Blood Snakes. Yeah, Blood Snake, not Flame Tongue. I'm thinking Hearthstone with Flame Tongue Totem, for those of you who are familiar with that. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop back onto the ladder with this. Actually, before we go to the ladder, let's take a quick look at the decks I used to beat the tutorial with, just in case you guys were interested. This was the deck that I managed to make out of the cards for Haven that I have. Okay, I think the event suite was actually the same for all of the decks. Maybe played a couple Beak of the Deads for the Inferno ones, but just tried to play as solid of cards as I could. And that's pretty similar for all the decks. The Inferno deck ended up way better than I was expecting. I had 4 copies of a lot of the key cards, and it was just really aggressive playing this Magma Burst instead of Forked Firebolts, and same with the Fire Blast, obviously Forked Firebolt and regular Firebolt, which I guess I do have 4 of. But yeah, Forked Firebolt is way better than these. You should be playing that if you have it. This deck was probably the most difficult one to put together, just because a lot of the Academy creatures are pretty slow, and especially the final boss, I guess you can call him, for that part of the campaign, has a fairly aggressive deck, so it was kind of difficult to stem the bleeding with it, but it ended up okay. This deck was another one that I had a lot of fun with. Would have been even better if I had more Soul Reavers, but it was fine, and Sanctuary was probably the weakest deck that I played. I don't have my extra Sanctuary deck yet, so I didn't have a playset of pretty much any of the cards that I wanted to play. And the spell schools were really bad since I don't have like geysers or anything, so I basically had to settle for Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning and 1 Ice Spikes. So my spell suite was leaving a lot to be desired. But anyways, now that we've looked at that, let's hop over to the ladder. We're going to be playing Cat in Ranked. And it turns out I have a monthly rating now. I just noticed that. 352,623. Well, on my other account, when I hit Champion 3, I think I was rated, or ranked at around 320. So we've got quite a ways to go on this. It'll be fun watching that go up. So I'll see you guys when the game starts. Alright, we found an opponent. Another cat. Alright, so this might be interesting. Hand is fine. We're going second, so that means we get to play a Harpy. And yeah. Ooh, with a Week of Knowledge up, I might not want to. We'll have to see. Oh, I can double Week of Knowledge instead of playing Harpy. It's so tempting. I'm gonna do it. All of the cards. Alright, so hopefully he doesn't just turn around and take advantage of that. Harpy's fine. We're gonna Dragon Crystal out an Oliphant in front of that. So let's just do that. That blocks off the Harpy. Wherever it moves, we'll probably just play another Oliphant in front of it. And that'll slow him down by quite a bit. Okay, that's fine. Oh, he just attacks? Okay, so we're going to get the Harpy for free then. Yeah, probably just play an Oliphant in front of that guy then. If we go up to 4 resource with the Campfire, then won't do anything yet. But next turn we'll be able to play a Black Skull Centaur and a Harpy, or like a Storm Rage and a Harpy, whatever. Let's just play this. And I think, like, I'm not going to be able to play the Wyvern for a while, so I guess we'll just get Might right now. Since I don't have any spells in my hand, I don't really want to start getting magic yet, and we only go up to 3 Destiny, so I can just get that 3rd point of Destiny whenever I need it. I guess there was an argument to getting Destiny now and then increasing magic next turn, or increasing magic now and Destiny next turn, but the Wyvern is probably more important. Not that I can actually play the Wyvern next turn. Alright, double Campfire, so he has a scary amount of resource now. Let's see what he can do with it. Okay, if he's just playing a Dreamwalker, that's fine. Ooh, a Blood Claw Shaman. So if I attack it, I'll go down to 3 health. Okay, so he just doesn't attack with this. Good Hailstorm. He'll have 5 resource next turn. He's only on 1 magic, so I don't think there's anything I'm really scared of. He could potentially kill off the Oliphant with something like a Shredder. If I attack, take 2 retaliation, go to 3, then Shredder would finish me off. Let's see what I draw with Campfire. Ooh, a Lightning Bolt. Pretty far off of casting that. Yeah, I'm not really scared of Shredder. Let's just play a Centaur and a Harpy. Even Insect Swarm here wouldn't be terrible, I think. He would kill off both of the Oliphants and the Black Skull Centaur. Not that he can play an Insect Swarm, but I mean, like, in a couple turns from now. Insect Swarm isn't going to be terrible, because, like, my War Oliphants will have done a lot of work by the time he's able to play Insect Swarm. I would definitely have enjoyed having a Shredder of my own. Okay, Air Elemental has a lot of health, but whatever, we can just swift out of the way. Real argument to just playing Wyvern next turn. Okay, yep, so we're gonna swift up, attack, attack. It's all good. This will go up to 4 attack. I'll only have... Oh, he's not attacking. Interesting. Okay. So am I just playing Wyvern then? Yeah, Wyvern looks fine. Let's move up. I don't really want to attack here, just because then he'd be able to kill me because of the retaliation and whatnot, so I just attack and slam a Wyvern. Alright, 7 cards to R8. We have a lot more board than he does. A Shredder here would even be fine. I'm going to start getting magic. Obviously, that's my last stat that I need to increase. Eventually, I'll be able to play a Lightning Bolt. Really happy with our situation right now. Okay, the second Dreamwalker doesn't do anything yet. And if he's just attacking like that, I'm fine with it. I think there's a real argument to just broken bridging on one of the rows that my Oliphants are on. Interesting, Goblin Scout. Wonder if he's gonna move his air elemental down to try to block that. No, he moves it up instead. Okay, so we can just kill this Dreamwalker by moving the Centaur up. Probably just broken bridge that row. Kill this. Yeah, this all seems fine. Could play another Centaur, but then I'm kind of just walking into Insect Swarm. Maybe just a Storm Rage Hunter. It's better. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. We're gonna Broken Bridge right here. Play a Storm Rage Hunter. Doesn't really matter where, I don't think. And get him for 3. So that was a pretty successful Broken Bridge. We managed to bounce 4 resources worth of things, or sorry, 7 resources worth of things. Alright, cool, 2 of my guys die, but that makes my Storm Rage Warrior pretty big. If he has another Insect Swarm, then that'll be less happy for me. But as is, I'm okay with it. Alright, just replays the Air Elemental. Serious consideration of just playing Hailstorm. It would kill off my own Harpy, but I mean I can like attack with Harpy, Hailstorm, attack with the Wyvern, that kills it for pretty free. So do I want this guy to be at, what does he start at, 1 attack? Yeah, do I want him to be at 1 attack, or do I want him to be at 2 attack? It's basically the question here. That is like, do I attack first or not? I think I'd rather just deal 5 damage, so let's attack. Do this. And finish that off. And with our last 3 remaining resource, Centaur might be okay. Let's just play Oliphant. So now we have Lightning Bolt magic for next turn. We can start casting Forgotten Caves if we want. I'm pretty happy with our position. What is this guy? Spell Smasher. Oh, I know who that is. And a Dreamwalker. So probably just kill this with a Lightning Bolt. Attack that. Oh, well, reverse order. Attack that and then kill this with a Lightning Bolt. Ooh, Shredder doesn't help us at all right now. So we can Forgotten Cave, that allows us to Lightning Bolt as well. We'd have 1 resource left over, probably just play a Goblin Scout. Yeah, this is fine. So let's attack. Sure. Hit him for a few, and play the Scout. Good, no Hailstorm. Hailstorm would have been not the greatest. 3 damage kills the Wyvern. He's still in danger of dying here with my Black Skull Shredder. Okay, a Fire Elemental's gonna block off something. And a Solana's Embrace for more health. Sure. Okay. See what we draw. Another Wyvern. Certainly not able to end the game here. Probably just gonna let the Storm Rage Warrior die. I could actually attack and then play a Shredder and finish this off. I think I'll do that. And then also just play Angry Wyvern and Shredder. Let's see what I draw. War Tent. Does War Tent change anything? War Tent kills him. Okay. Let's do that instead. Got him. Alright, and that gives us our Stronghold starter deck. So let's hop right back into the deck manager and toss in that last Shredder. Where are we? Get out of here. Not last Shredder, 3rd Shredder. Last one that we own. Get in that deck. Alright, is there anything else that we really want? One sec, let me just take a quick look at this. I don't think so. Oh, Insect Swarm. We have 4. Yeah, because we opened 1 from a pack. Okay, so not Insect Swarm. So I would like to start cutting Forgotten Caves because they're pretty slow. I also want to start cutting Lightning Bolts Probably want to cut Lightning Bolt more. I wish I had another Centaur Archer. He's common, base set 2. I think I'll spend one wild card on the 4th Centaur Archer. And actually just cut both Lightning Bolts, maybe. Let's see. What is Centaur Archer going to cost me? 1 resource. Yeah, let's get the 4th one of those. How much do War Tents cost? Might pick up one of those. Hey guys, so my mic cut out here for some reason, so I'm actually going back over and recording a little bit of voice for this. Basically, I wanted to get the 2nd War Tent, and now I'm looking at what uniques I can afford, since uniques are epic, and base set 1 epics, base set 2 epics only cost 8 wild cards instead of the regular 16 or 24. That means that I can actually afford the regular Zephyria, the old Zephyria that is, so I just make one of her to put her in the deck as well. I would eventually like to be able to play the other Zephyria as well as the Damran. You saw me taking a quick look at those as well. But they're a little bit out of my price range right now, at least until I unlock the Infernal Pit and can start getting rid of cards that I don't need. So here I just go ahead and toss those in the deck. I think I cut the last Lightning Bolt. Yeah, definitely just cut the last Lightning Bolt. I also get rid of a couple Forgotten Caves, since those are pretty slow. Don't really like those in the deck that I'm trying to build right now. And yeah, just admiring right now how close to a real cat deck this actually is. I'm like 1 Shredder off, a couple of Bloodsnake Shamans off, but they cost 8 apiece because they're from Griffin's Bane, so they're also a little bit out of my price range. 4 Bloodsnake Shamans comes to 32 wild cards, so quite a ways off. We'll see, eventually maybe. So here, I'll leave you until I get back into the game. I just realized that my mic was muted for, I'm not sure how long, some amount of time. Sorry about that, this hand is okay. If my mic was too bad, I'll probably just re-record back over it. Yeah, we're just drawing a card. I don't know why that took me so long. I just didn't even register that it was my turn. Do you have a turn 1? I'd be kind of surprised if he didn't, with Dragon Crystal. Oh, okay, I guess I lose an insect swarm. That's fine. Let's just start off with, I guess, a Harpy? No, let's get Storm Rage Warrior. What am I talking about? Against Inferno, let's play just back and center. Next turn we'll play a Centaur Archer on the top. That's going to force him probably to split up his guys a decent amount. And I'll just attack him for 1, and then increase to discourage him from playing something in front. Alright, looks like he's just using some Week of Knowledges. So, I kind of don't mind that. That's going to give him a lot of cards. If he has a way to regain board control... No, cancel. If he has a way to regain board control from this, then those extra cards are really going to start having an impact. But as is, I have enough board that hopefully I can overcome his card advantage just by kind of rushing him down a little bit. Especially if we draw like a War Tent or something. Next turn, probably just playing an Oliphant. Okay, Bloater is fine. Yeah, so we'll play Oliphant in front of here. The Archer can just come down. We'll attack for 2. And increase magic, probably, because I'd like to play the 2nd Insect Swarm, hopefully before the Bloater gets out of control. So let's do all that. Okay. Okay, so he's moving the Bloater, but he still doesn't have a Week of the Dead to sacrifice it. Hellfire Slave. Okay, perfect. That is in the exact correct spot for us. Hopefully he doesn't have Forked Firebolts. Yep, so we're gonna move the centaur up, attack him for 2, insect swarm, play a harpy afterwards. That'll kill the bloater harmlessly, it'll allow us to kill the hellfire slave. All in all, a solid turn, I think. So let's go up. Magic for insect swarm. Just kill that, hit for 2, and we'll play a harpy in the middle. Alright, so if he has Forked Firebolt, then our Centaur Archer will have died without really doing anything. But we have 2 more to play next turn, so I'm kind of just trusting he's not going to go to 5 Magic and then Arcath's Wrath. Is this an okay trade? At this point, probably. Oh, I forgot he hadn't even spent the Dragon Crystal yet. Okay, that's okay as well. Going to be getting Might next turn so that we can play Wyvern eventually. Lots of stats. Draw a card. Okay. So I'm just going to attack him for 1 so that my Storm Rage Hunter ends up on a higher attack and is more of a threat. We'll just trade this off. Increase and go boom boom. Certainly wasn't worth using Weak of the Weaponsmith for that. Okay. Oh, Fire Shield on this. What does that even do? Okay, so it just turns this into Urgebal's minion, I think it's called. Ooh, Sacrificial Altar. Yeah, we could kill this off. And then also play a Wyvern. Yeah, that's probably fine. Let's just attack with all of the things. And do that. We'll just kill that. Wyvern. And Wyvern can't be targeted. Alright, good board presence. He needs to block off almost every row right now. Like, he can't leave 2 rows unblocked, and if we draw any kind of removal... Oh, we get the GG. GG, good sir. Looks like we got him. Alright, so I'm gonna go check out that video. I'm sorry that I had it muted for most of that. That's pretty unfortunate. It looks like my monthly ranking has gone away. So, not sure where I am now. If I leave and come back, does it come back as well? It does. Still no idea if that's higher or lower than I was before. But anyways, that's all that I'm going to do for this video. I don't think it's going to be too long, but we'll have more games in the next video, and I'll see you guys next time.